Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Scrap Mechanic Halloween.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, this is ScrapMan back with another episode of Scrap Mechanic, and we are taking a break from the Western Ghost Town today because Halloween is coming up. Now, I'm recording this on a Wednesday, and I actually leave Hawaii, and I'm moving my entire life to California tomorrow. So, unfortunately, because of this, I did not have enough time to build my own Halloween-themed world or builds, but fortunately, there were some great creators that have created some Halloween-themed builds, so I'm actually excited to show you what they have created. So, we've got 4 creations behind me. 2 of them were made by Diesel Designs, which some of you may know, and 2 of them were made by Retro Spexx, which some of you may know. Retro Spexx was actually featured on my channel before. So, let's get to it. Okay, so first up, we're gonna take a look at this skeleton thingy here, because I think this is the only one out of these 4 that is not a moving vehicle, and this one stays in place, so we don't have to go anywhere to use this thing. And I think this is actually inspired by some real-life Halloween decorations. Let's take a look at the spider webbing here. Alright, we just get a lot of controllers controlling various limbs. Some of them are free-floating, so it'll be interesting how that contributes to the movement. And I think we just gotta press this button here and see what happens. Oop, I missed it. There we go. That is awesome! It dances! And its feet and hands seem to not really care about dislocating themselves. Alrighty then, here, let's get a better view of this. I wanna kinda get a higher eye-level view. Oh, I just realized that the eyes blink, and there's a I think the sensor controls the eyes. That's cool. Yeah, the sensor controls the eyes, so as the mouth opens and closes, it makes the eyes turn on and off. That is clever. So if I didn't mention it already, this was a creation by Retro Spexx. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description if you want to check it out, but we do have one more creation by him as well. So we got the pelvis, we got a rib cage, we got the shoulder blades seem a little bit small, but the skull looks amazing. And I think this is all vanilla parts, it looks like, so that's kind of cool. I feel like this thing needs some special music to go with that. I don't know what kind of music a skeleton dancing has. Maybe like some xylophone? Alright, well, great job on this one, Retro Spexx. I think I'm actually gonna leave this one dancing here while we do the rest of the video. Alright, so this creation is also by Retro Spexx, and I think this too is completely vanilla, which is really awesome considering how cool this thing looks. It looks like a lot of details and contours, especially in the facial expressions. It looks really dark and sinister looking, which is great for Halloween. Alright, so let's take a look at what's going on, and whoa. Alright, yeah, so that's a lot of timers. They probably light up. And there's some engines in there, which I'm curious what engines have to do with this, because I'm pretty sure this is a flying thing. So let's hop in the seat here. Alright, how many buttons we have? We have 4 buttons and 2 switches. So switch, okay. Alright, that one opens up the top. So what do we got in there? I think we actually, that looks like a gyroscopic stabilizer that pivots around the center in there. Alright, so let's close this back up, and number 6. There we go, yeah! Look at that. Now that is a cool looking jack-o'-lantern. Alright, so, alright, so W is up. Looks like WASD for turning. And the switches, alright. It looks like we got our pitch and all that from the switches there, which I am not there we go. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Oh no, there's a tree though. Alright, we got this. Yep. Alright, yeah, we do have complete control over pitch and yaw, so that's good. Yeah, I can face the camera now too. Alright, let's see if I can go in the direction of the camera here. Trying to get my bearings. It seems to want to keep going to one side. I don't know why. I might have to reset it on a lift. All right, let's see where we can take this thing. Let's go ahead and let's land on top of the mountain over here. I mean, it's pretty easy to fly. I'm just using one hand right now. Whoop, 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 whoop. Slow down, slow down. Not the best landing, but it's something. Can we get back on? There we go. It looks so happy, yet angry. It's kind of like a weird expression. All right, let's see if we can... I kind of want to see if it'll roll down the mountain. All right, here we go. We're just gonna land on the edge and then let it go. Well, I guess if we make it roll, there we go. And then we can just hover and roll down the next part. Come on, whoop. And into the tree. Of course, anytime that you're trying to actually do something cool, a tree is gonna get in the way. All right, let's see if we can fly this thing while its head is open and take a look inside. If you can see inside it, this is how the rotation and stuff works. So that middle part stays upright, and then you rotate around the middle part. So that's kind of cool. Even as you tilt forward. Yeah, I'm trying to stay looking inside, but that is kind of how the stabilization works. So good job, Retro Spexx, on this thing. Now we got 2 more creations by Diesel Designs. So we're gonna go ahead and close ourselves up here and fly on back to the home base that I have randomly assigned ourselves. Coming in hot. Nailed it. Uh-oh. Alright, there we go. Well, that was an interesting landing. We'll just leave that right there. Okay, next up is this thing, which I think is a witch's broom, if I am correct. So this was made by Diesel Designs. If you haven't checked out Diesel Designs before, there will be a link in the description for him as well. So yeah, this is our witch's broom. This might look better without particles. So here, before we fall down to the ground, I'm gonna see if I can do this. All right, menu. Options, graphics, particles, off, back. All right, no problem. Managed to do that before we hit the ground. All right, so if you're wondering, I am using Durf's night mod, and one unfortunate thing about the night mod is when you can see the edge of the map, it tends to be a little bit brighter. But let's try to stay below the tree line and see if we can navigate our way through. So this is also pretty easy controls. I'm just using W to go up and forward. And I'm using 1 and 2 to turn left and right. So, it'd be nice if I had like a witch kind of get up here, flying through the air. Maybe it's even Harry Potter themed. Maybe I should be going after the golden snitch. But I like the colors. I like how you can see like the structure of a broom in there, despite the lack of detail in the building objects. You can still kind of imagine the bristles in there with the different brown colors. So that's kind of cool, and I really like the way it flies. It does feel like it definitely has some type of stabilizer in there as well. But I think this is a modded creation. You can tell by the lack of a seat, even though I'm sitting. There's one of those modded seats in here. Oh, this is not the right base, I just realized. We gotta go back this way. But yeah, as you can see, it's pretty easy to fly around. So good job, Diesel, on the flying broom. That's a great Halloween idea. I don't think I've seen anyone else do that. Obviously, we have a couple skeletons here. I think I've seen a few pumpkins as well. But next up is probably the one I'm looking forward to the most, and it's a skeleton car. All right, so skeleton car. This is what it looks like, which looks pretty cool. I even like the detail in these red lights for the eyebrows. They're on their own bearing to create this curve. That's really cool. This thing is so angry looking too. Why is Halloween gonna be so angry? At least that thing looks like it's smiling and having a good time. This thing looks like it's not happy with me. What are you looking at? Yep, he's looking at me. He's even moving. Like, he just keeps randomly moving. Like, look at that. He's like twitching, he's like on the trigger finger, just ready to attack. Okay, so that's the front of it. Let's see what we got going on here. Some really cool shoulder blades. Good attention to detail on the shoulder blades. The arms are also very interesting with the joints. That's cool how he has the elbows bent like that. We even have a full a full spine here, all with its own individual bearings. We got a pelvis that's pretty well designed. And then we got the rear, or not the rear legs, the legs. People don't have rear legs. I don't know why I said that. All right, I think I'm gonna turn particles back on because I'm pretty sure these things are thrusters from the mod. So if you couldn't tell, this is a modded creation. Oh, I just noticed that he has like the intestines. I never noticed that before. That is a good idea. I'm glad I noticed that. All right, so let's see how this thing drives. It looks like the seat is in the nose. Yep, I can't even see my character. All right, that's weird. Okay, here we go. I'm assuming it's just W to go forward. Yep, and the thrusters shoot the flames out of the back there. I don't know, he must have a little bit of indigestion. His intestines aren't doing too well. Oh, did we really get stuck on that little hill there? Really? Really? Oh, there we go. All right, we made it off. We made it off. All right, now let's see what we can do. I wonder how this thing will do on hills. I mean, it kind of like, with the joints, it almost like it has its own suspension, but it's just the bones and the joints all turning. Even each individual leg is just like on its own individual bearings. That's really cool how they all bend separately. Oh, almost kicked myself in the back there. All right, let's see if we can go up this, let's see if we can make it up this trail, see how well this thing actually drives. And then we're gonna take it off the mountain. This thing will probably fall down the mountain because it has no stabilization in it whatsoever. So we're gonna drive up the hill, hopefully, without falling off, and then dive off the mountain. All right, it's doing good so far. I don't know which way is up. Probably this way over here. The turning is pretty interesting too. It's kind of like little sticks coming out of the hands for wheels. But the handling isn't too bad. The rear of it seems to drift a little. Does it have four-wheel steering? Yeah, it does have four-wheel steering, it looks like. Whoops. Imagine this is how people should get around. What is that? This looks like a Halloween trail. Like, we can go the normal way, or I want to go this way. This is like a Halloween trail. This is kind of, it's all dark and like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just very dark. For Scrap Mechanic especially. We have like the gravel ground instead of the dirt and like the dead trees. This was not even intentional. I just picked a random terrain map and I got this weird Halloween trail. So that's kind of cool. Are we at the top of the mountain already? I think we're just about there. Oh, there's another mountain over there. This might not be the tallest, but we're gonna go with this one anyway. I'm just gonna charge over here and where's the way off? I guess we're gonna charge off here. All right, this is not a big mountain, I just realized. But this thing is just, headshot. Okay, well this wasn't the best mountain to climb, but as you can see, this thing's really cool. It controls very well. I wasn't sure how it was gonna do with all those joints and everything. I thought it was gonna kind of sag a little bit. How's this jump gonna be? Not very good, okay. Driving with your head first like that probably isn't the safest way to get around, especially when you're trying to go off of rocks. But I think this is one of my favorite I think I just broke his neck there. But I think this is definitely one of my favorite creations of the Halloween build so far. So good on you, Diesel Designs. So remember guys, if you have not checked out Retro Spexx or Diesel Designs, go look in the description. I'll leave, I left some links in the video as well. And I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Leave a like if you guys did enjoy it. I cannot wait to get back to actually having time to build again so I can bring you some more of my own stuff. I'll be adding stuff to the Western town and even some new stuff as well. So please subscribe if you do want to see some of the stuff I have planned for the future of this channel. And this has been ScrapMan, and I hope to see you next time. I shouldn't do that.